Mary, Jody. Hi, Coach Bob. Hi, Melody. I love you.
All right.
Love you all.
Waiting for the
Hello, everybody.
stream. And there it is. We are live on the YouTube. We are live here on Zoom. And welcome, 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 everybody, to the Inner Circle. It is Thursday, May 2nd. And wow, we are ripping through the year already, month number 5. It's amazing. And
Crazy.
more to go. But that's not going to stop us because we are Inner Circle. We are Imaginators. We are Unlimited Wisdom. We are. How's that? There we go. Just some thank yous very much to each and every one of you for sharing the Robert Hollis channel. 7,161 subscribers. We are growing. We are growing. More to come. And thank you, each and every one of you, for sharing. Please do. And also an Inner Circle welcome to Waterman Marketing. I don't know who Waterman Marketing is, but if you are here, please share with us your first name. Regardless of who you are, we're glad to have you here. Welcome to the Inner Circle and the Inner Circle family. So, you guys know what we're getting ready to do. We appreciate the fact that you are here. If you are watching us on Zoom, the link to join us on Zoom, if you wish to do so, is at the top of the chat. Okay, so click on that and join us here in Zoom. Why? Because in Zoom, you get to talk to Robert personally. And the simple way to do that is put your cursor in the middle of the screen on Zoom, look for the buttons on the bottom. One of them is reactions. Click on that button and then click on raise hand. It will notify us that you have something to share and we will bring you on to share with Robert. Or if you don't see the reactions button, look for the 3 dots that are associated with the more button. Then click reactions, then click raise hand, and boom, same thing. Now, unless you would like to also just let us ask the question on your behalf, then type the question into either the YouTube or Zoom chats. Either way, you're participating in our Inner Circle. All right, that all being said, let's get everything going. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Hollis!
Thank you so much, Craig, with the mostest, hostess with the mostest. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we got you.
Good. So thank you, Matt, for being on here as well. And hello, everyone. I got a chance to say some names, and I just love and appreciate you guys all. And really, the only thing that I have to share with you, the only thing that's sort of funny, the next thing is, I don't know if some of you got a chance to watch the podcast that we did yesterday and watch Craig and Matt go through their earthquake moment. It was pretty funny to catch that live. And in that podcast, as you guys know, we were just diving a little bit deeper on unrealistic expectations. And the more I dig into that, and the more that Matt and I and Craig all were going back and forth, it really, really is like, I don't know, it's just such a deep subject because, we become who we hang around, and our programming is mostly about virtually everything, including ourselves. We got these unrealistic expectations. Even if we have imagination that emotionally gets us energized about our imagination, we destroy it with unrealistic expectations. So we have the imagination, we get into the emotion of it, we're like, wow. And then we go, oh, no one gave me any views today. Well, this is freaking BS. So when you really, really think at everything that you do, it's crazy as human beings how we destroy and self-sabotage ourselves by constantly believing that things should happen a certain way, our way, not the certain way. And yeah, I think that the other thing too is the more and more I work on myself, the more I realize that I there's just so many things I'm okay not knowing. I'm so much more in joy and peace in life and happiness and total fulfillment when I don't need to understand things. You know what I mean? It's like I don't understand that. Do you need to understand that? I really don't. I really don't. So Matt said something pretty powerful on the podcast yesterday, is he says, you are your actions, you're not your accomplishments. Isn't that good? So Matt, you are awesome. So Craig, I'm going to turn it over to you guys and yeah, let's handle some deals. I know that a few people said that they just wanted to say, you guys seen that Jody Falcon, hit 1K and I was helping her on I'll let her tell you. But yeah, there was something that she connected me with a guy, and when she connected me with this guy, he was really frustrated because he couldn't get things to go the way he wanted to. And I just very simply told him, that I thought that he was an amazing human being, that, when, Jody reached out to him, that he felt the need to try to help her in any way he could. And I said, I just wish there was more people on the planet like that. And I'd love to have a friend like that. And he came back and said, man, that was the nicest words I've heard in a long time. I need to stop trying to figure out the way I want to do it. And I just need to do it the way you guys say to do it. Bam. Look at Jody. So I see her hands up, Craig, if you want to. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Just want to let Kelly know that she's got her hand up too, Kelly Davis. So she will be coming up after the Jody Falcon. Jody, open up and please share with us, and congratulations.
Everybody give her a hand. Yay, Jody.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Merci. Gracias. Thank you. And I'm sure Kyle knows how to say it in Japanese.
I believe it's domo arigato, and in Hebrew it's toda rabah.
Toda rabah?
In Hebrew, and in Japanese it's domo arigato.
Domo arigato. Oh, that's beautiful.
And all I know how to say to those things, and also to you. Yeah,
Because, so, sometimes there are moments in my life, this is one, where the two words thank you don't really seem to be enough for you, Robert, for you, Craig, for you, Matthew, all of you imaginators, all of you in the inner circle. Yesterday, I received a text and messenger from a guy named Doug, and it's been over a year since we connected in Messenger. And he says to me, I just want to tell you how effing proud I am of you. You have worked your ass off and you deserve everything. And, I thanked him, of course, but it didn't feel like work. I mean, now I would say in the last 6 months, it doesn't feel like work. It's fun.
Explain that. What are you doing? If you're not working, what are you doing?
I'm playing. I'm having fun. I just want to reach out. Oh, and then like 30 minutes ago, this Facebook friend, Mandy, reaches out to me. She's an expert in marketing, particular international marketing. Of course, she doesn't have any documentation to share, but that's okay. Yeah. We've been friends for quite a while. And she says to me, every time you close your comment with, take care of you, you're very special to me. She says, I know you really mean that. There are not many people that really just reach out and try and make someone feel special. So that's what I've been doing. But I have to tell you, so thank you so much, Robert, for, making the announcement post. Okay. And so I shared it and I dedicated my sharing of the post to you and to Jay Clark, because if it wasn't for Jay Clark, I would not be here now.
Thanks, Jay.
Yeah, right. So, I've always been the kind of person, I don't jump on any kind of bandwagon. I'm going to be on the sidelines, maybe even up real high in the bleachers. So I'm going to observe and watch what's going on and interactions and all that kind of good stuff. So that's what I did with the Robert Hollis group and Imaginators and blah, blah, blah. So then I decided to take the plunge. I would just like to advise everyone, if you're really going to commit and have the courage to your own self, not to anybody else, to yourself, to make the plunge, just know you're going to probably hit some really deep water. And I did. It wasn't easy at times. I had many tears at times, but I knew that Robert Hollis, Jay Clark, Craig Jackman, Matthew Hollis, and everybody here right now was just one message away.
Correct.
So thank you, everybody. I appreciate all of you so much.
You're welcome. So I just have one quick question for you, and this is in no way, shape, or form making it about me or bragging.
But you can, why not?
When you reached out to me with him, and you basically were saying he's having difficulty figuring this out. When I got into the three-way chat, could you feel the energy change?
Oh, if anything could happen faster than instantaneous, it did. I mean, I don't know quantum physics.
It went from two people doing their best.
Yeah.
Really, it wasn't that you weren't trying to help or figure it out. And it wasn't that he's got lack of technology or whatever. It was just you guys working together were just having a little bit of difficulty figuring it out.
Well, yes. And I understand and appreciate about myself at 73 years young, even though you can be my little brother, I still don't have the wealth of experience, knowledge, and wisdom that you have. So when I find myself in a position when I'm, connecting with people and trying to help them with whatever they
Right.
want help with, okay. Whammo bammo, Robert Hollis, thank you very much.
Well, but I want to share something with you. What if there was something I could share with you right now that would get you to believe that what happened yesterday was something that you have exactly like me?
Okay. Oh.
Okay. So you're a special eds teacher and you loved it, right?
Oh my God.
It's not difficult, you guys, at all. It's just awareness. It's just awareness that when I step into a situation, I'm asking to be guided and helped and use the words. See it. A lot of people think what I do is experience. If it's experience and wisdom, it's because I'm connected, Jody.
Absolutely. And I am now on the 40th week of the 45-week challenge in the greatest secret of the world. And I'm on scroll number 10. And the whole thing is about asking for
Yes.
guidance. You don't ask for fame. You don't ask for more money. You don't ask for, a mansion or whatever. You ask for guidance. There you go. That's it. So
So thank you. Thank you. Because in most situations that I'm dealing with people, I have to use my connection and be guided to use the words for their ears. Because in a lot of situations, especially when I'm helping women, I'm not a woman. And there's a lot of stuff that happens to people. And I know that some of you hear this and they go, "Why? I understand what you're going through." No, you don't. No, you don't. And even
Right.
if someone is sharing personal, intimate things about themselves, very rarely does a person feel comfortable to go into details.
Yeah, for sure.
See what I mean? It's like, it's enough to just say, even me, when I say that, throughout my childhood, I was abused.
Yeah, me too.
It's like this word that they use that I wish they would change it. You guys, I'm sorry to get on a different track here, but it was like, I forget the common word that the media is using right now for women that have been raped.
Mm.
Um, it sounds like a word that it wasn't that bad. Do you guys know what I'm
Oh,
trying to say? It's like
yes.
she was even if they said the word fondled or groped, they're still using words that are going like, that is not describing what happened to her.
Oh, yeah, like the word
It's like,
sexual assault. Excuse me.
there it is. There it is. And no, they just say assault. They just say, this lady was assaulted. And it's like, I don't know. It's not doing it for me. Maybe that's
Right.
just me. I'm sorry to,
No, that's me too. As a
yeah.
woman, definitely call it what it is.
Yeah. It's like, it's like saying that, yeah, I got to get off the subject. See, that was you know why I just did what I just did? Jody, I went from my heart to my head.
Uh-huh. Okay. But that's
That I
okay.
was going, why am I even talking about this damn subject? This has nothing to do. Well, because when we go to our head, we go to reasonings and trying to figure things out. And I know you guys have heard people that do this where you'll say something's wrong and then they'll go off telling you what they think that it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Good one, Melody. I think that is too. It's like violated. You know what I mean? No, man, say what it is. Okay. But anyway, you know, when I get into my head to try to figure out how to fix something, I'm usually going down the wrong path.
Oh,
If
yeah. And
if I
then,
use my head,
yes.
but if I just am quiet, I just said to him, I just went, I really apologize, but you just can't buy brand bucks with a gift card
Yeah.
instead of trying to figure out if it could be done,
Right. Right.
because that's just too technical.
Yes, of
And so when
course.
I really said what my heart said to say to him, I can guarantee you that the way he responded to you and I, he hasn't had someone say that to him in a long, long time.
Correct. He
And
got back to me.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
And I could tell that while he was thanking us, it came from a whole different like voice and energy.
Right. I find for myself, if I stay up here, I'm in the problem mode. But if I stay here, I'm in the solution mode.
Yeah. And while
And
you were going, you were sending me, good job, Jody, I'm proud of you. So you're sending me screenshots where your volume was. And both of you and I were in agreement that 1K is going to happen. Why wouldn't it happen? And then you send me another screenshot, I'm getting closer. And then you send me another one, I'm getting closer. And not once did I hear you say what, like, well, I'm $400 away, 400 points away. And I'm going, yeah. So you remember I said, that's 4 people that do the 199 brand bucks.
Yeah.
Not once this time did you come back and say, it's probably getting too close to the end of the month.
Oh, hell no. Not anymore. Well, see, that's because I'm not who I used to be.
So you were going, I go, man, we only need 4 people on 199 brand bucks. And she goes, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just so proud of you. There were so many things that just made my heart, even though you said I could be your younger brother, I was just as proud of you as I am of any of my children. I was just, you just leaned into faith, found the right people. When you find the right people, they do the right things.
Exactly. And when you finally get the determination, the necessary action pieces just fall into place.
Yeah.
I mean, it is that freaking simple. I mean, wow. Thank you all so much. I love you. Mwah, mwah.
I love you, Jody. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Jody, thank you and congratulations. That is great news. All right. Lisa Marie's hand went up, but she is not coming up next because Kelly Davis has been patiently waiting. Lisa Marie, that's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're coming up. I promise. Okay, good. Thank you. Kelly, go ahead, open up and please share with us.
Hey, gang. Hi, Robert. Hi, Craig. Matthew
Hey,
Hollis.
Kelly, how are you?
I am fan-freaking-tastic. That's how I am.
Awesome. I believe you.
Yes, good. So my question, I actually had reached out to Matt today on Telegram, but get this, I am terrible at Telegram. Well,
What-
I'm not.
what-
I'm inexperienced. I'm not
There you
terrible
go.
at anything.
I'm
I am
gonna
not
get-
terrible
I'm
at
gonna-
anything.
I'm going one day. I'm going to go be amazing on Telegram.
I'm going to be amazing on Telegram. It's just going to take me a couple seconds because I am focused other places. But so I reached out to Matt today and I was trying to find, Robert, you got me like hooked on this. I don't like typing. I like voice memos now.
Hey,
I'm telling you. And so Telegram doesn't have that option.
yes, it does.
Well, it made me go video and I looked like an idiot. And I was like, no.
You click it once, it does video. You click it again, it goes mic.
See, look,
Kelly,
I'm already
we
better.
communicate all the time with Matt, Robert, and I just on voice alone using Telegram.
Good, because that's what I was trying to do with Matt today because I had a question.
Okay.
And then I decided, you know what? And then I got busy. And so my question is right now. So
Go.
Perfect.
So because I am, I've been on a lot of the different social medias, the Facebook, the Instagram, the TikTok, and all of that. And now I'm focused on trying to build my YouTube channel. And so I can put out content, I can put up hashtags, I can do all of that. And in the last few months, I barely have gotten like any new followers, and I don't know if
Kelly, could you post, sorry to interrupt you, but could you post your YouTube channel in chat? I'll look at it quick while you're sharing.
Well, I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. Hold tight. I don't have it like
No problem.
saved. Anyway, so I was helping a friend of mine who does some sales, and she was trying to, oh no, that's my link tree. You don't want that. Let me share okay. So she was trying to, she's trying to build up enough followers on TikTok to go live, because in her line of what she's doing, that's what she needs to do. So I was on there kind of looking around helping, and there's people on there, they're called grow hosts. And what they do is they get on live on TikTok, and they encourage all of the people in the chat and all of the people sending the gifts and all of the people to follow each other. And they talk about that. They say, okay, so-and-so's almost to this many people and she wants this many people and la, 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 la. And they do that on TikTok. Listen, I grew my following by 1,000 people by doing that. And then I reached out to all those people and sent them a hello and told them thanks for following and nice to meet them. And I was like, man, I'm starting to get where when I stop in those rooms to make new friends, the people say, Kelly, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, this is how it is, like creating relationships. And so I'm thinking today, how come I don't know all of the ways and specifics about YouTube, but could I go live on YouTube?
Yeah.
And do a grow live? Like, go on YouTube and say, hey, for all of you people out there trying to grow your channel, I'm going to do this grow live, right? And so this is how it works. First, you're going to follow me. And then you're going to put in the comments that you followed me. And I'm going to see your comment and I'm going to follow you back.
This sounds like network marketing.
And then, right? And then once and I can explain all of this to the people in the live video. Once you see someone else comment down there, when you're seeing the video, then you follow them. And then you comment, and then you comment, and then you follow, and then you follow. And pretty soon, the beauty of this is it's got longevity where when TikTok's lives are over, they're over. You're done. But on YouTube, this could go on forever and ever. Like a month down the road, somebody could find us live and see all the comments from the last month, and they could follow all those people. And once those people are followed, they're going to get an email that says you got a new follower. And then you can go back and follow them, and we can grow. But I don't know enough about YouTube. Like if there's a certain algorithm or certain, I don't know how you get yourself to the top to get that working, but I feel like it would work. You tell me what you think, because I don't really have it all together, but I know what I want to do. And
well, thanks for sharing, Kelly. First of all, I think it's Dad, if you would like to go first or share anything. First of all, like, and Arthur nailed it in chat. Like, TikTok is more of a social network, right? To a certain extent. You're normally following a person that's making content. It's similar to Facebook, where it's like, hey, here's their page, here's where they post their videos. And so you'd follow them. YouTube, not that it doesn't work as a social network, because in some ways it does, but it's easier to think of it as a search engine, like Arthur said. So I'll show you an example right now. I'm gonna pull up. I got your YouTube channel here. Craig was nice enough to find it for me.
Thank you, Craig.
Actually, thank you to Lisa Marie too, because she posted it.
Right. So I have it here. Now, this is I'm glad that you brought this up, Kelly, because this is gonna help everybody here. When you look at the names of your videos, right?
Yes.
Or the names of your shorts, are these things that you would put in this search bar up here and search yourself exactly the way? So you know how, like, when you're on Google, right? When you're on Google, what would you normally do? If you're going to say, try to learn how to make Brussels sprouts, right, in the oven or something like that, you would search, how do you make Brussels sprouts in the oven, right? Or something similar to that, because you've learned how to ask a search engine a question, right, to get your answer that you want. YouTube works the same way, but with video content. So if you think about titling your videos things that you'd search or other people would search, you're going to get way more traffic, because that's what it is. So when this search bar appears, a lot of people think, see, like you have content on here and you're doing content, but see how I lost 40 pounds, body melt system, 50%. No one's going to search this, right? This title. But if
Okay.
you titled it, here's how I lost 40 pounds or how to lose 40 pounds, one of those two titles are something that someone would search and try to find. You know what I mean? Or how make it even more. You don't even have to make it as specific as 40 pounds. You can make it how I lost weight, something like that. But I would look at the competition for those types of things. And to do
See, and
that, you
this is
can use,
very helpful because
yeah, to do that. Go ahead, Kelly.
this is very helpful because I try when I do my titles, I try to put everything I ever wanted in there, right? Like, and so
Yeah,
I think
because
you're right.
on Instagram and on other social networks like TikTok, the title and those types of things do not matter as much. The algorithm's more looking at your watch time because of the way that those apps work. So you're watching every single one of those videos while you're scrolling, or when you click on those channels, you're going through and scrolling. So it's noticing small increments of how long you're watching a video and going, hey, Kelly wants more of this. She enjoyed this, right? YouTube does it more based off of the things that you search, right? So like if you're,
Right.
and this is a good and bad with YouTube, right? Because the pro of it is it's very easy if you get in the category and the niche that you want to then keep making content around that same thing with similar titles and keep gaining views and subscribers around those different things. But when especially too when you like don't have a niche and you're all over the place, the algorithm
That's what
might
I
also
am.
have a hard, yeah, it will have a hard time figuring out how to support you,
Right.
right?
And so
Okay.
the direct question that you asked was, right now I believe that YouTube will do everything they can to try to get as many of the TikTok people that are looking for a home. I thought it was really interesting that, they made sure to let us know that Congress passed it and the Senate passed it. But because we're in a presidential race, they forgot to tell us that President Biden signed it into order. Like he could have vetoed it.
He already agreed that he was going to do that.
Right, but he could have vetoed it.
Right.
That made him look really good. Sort of like the marijuana stuff. Anyway,
Yeah, well,
Okay, so you
I
helped me a lot because
yeah.
you're right, Matt. Like I sit over here and I'm like, okay, I need to find some content that I can put on YouTube and I just need to and what can I put and oh, this sounds like a good thing, but I'm all over the place. And
yeah,
so it's totally different on YouTube than it is anywhere else because you need to find a niche, you need to find a good solid short title, you need to do all of those things. And so
So doing a live, trying to get other people to all get together and subscribe to each other's pages. Like Matt said, first of all, it's a search engine, so someone's not looking for where can I get with a subscriber gang live, and the other one is that because they don't promote lives like TikTok does, people will never just log into YouTube and go to live and see who's doing lives and what they're doing.
so if you did a video like I was thinking of doing and you titled it get more subscribers, how to get subscribers.
yeah.
They would come to your video and they want to know how to do that. So if you said, um, just subscribe to everyone that commented,
They're going to
people
go, what an idiot.
Well, and the thing is too is that YouTube subscribers are not, see, like on TikTok, right? For instance, you need a certain threshold of people following you to go live. And a majority of the income on TikTok is live content. So it's those donations, it's those live broadcasts. A majority of the time, people aren't really making a lot unless if they're promoting off ads running on their short form content. It's just not like even on YouTube, it's the same. You'll make like 30 cents, right? Off million views. So it's like, why am I? That's not cost efficient to be trying to make money that way. So a lot of people go live on TikTok, but to go live on TikTok, you need a certain threshold of followers. So that's why those following groups exist on TikTok. On YouTube, you
Gotcha.
do not need any of that to go live. You do not need any of that. And the subscribe, you could have 1 million subscribers, right? But if your videos are getting 10 to 15,000 views, that engagement will tank your channel. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. That's why buying subscribers on YouTube is a waste of time, because or having a bunch of people subscribe to you it's not the best metric to look at. The best metric on YouTube to look at is how much are people engaging with my content, likes, comments, subscribes, those types of things. Mostly liking and commenting. And then it's also like just building that community, right? So it's like getting to know the people, like even Coach Bob said, commenting on people that comment on your stuff. But if you were going to make like a video, how to get subscribers or whatever it may be, I would say, because YouTube is a search engine, right? And it's so easy, just like it is on Google, to click on a video or click on a link and go, nope, this wasn't it, backspace, click on a different one. That
Right.
when you bring up something on YouTube, it's very important that in the first 30 seconds, this is the most important, one of the most important engagement stats, that in the first 30 to 60 seconds of your video, you do not cuss, and you do not you catch their attention and stuff in that first 30 seconds. So if it's about getting subscribers, in that first 30 seconds, you better show them something that gets them excited to watch the rest of the video and getting those subscribers, right? Because then they're going to go, well, I can find another video that where in the very beginning, they're like, hi, welcome to this video. Right now, I'm going to show you how to get 1 million subscribers. And it's like, boom, 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 graphics everywhere. We've all seen it, right? So that's
Okay,
why
so
it's good
that
to niche
answered, you
down.
totally have answered my question all the way, because I was looking at it completely differently.
Well, I think that's common with YouTube, though. I think a lot of people want to do YouTube, and they perceive it as like the other social networks, when the reality is it's more like a television channel than anything,
It's
or a
funny. It's
or
funny.
a
Instead of
digital
followers,
streaming service, right?
yeah.
So
Instead of followers, isn't it funny they call them subscribers? It's interesting. And it's a YouTube channel, not your TikTok account. It's pretty interesting how YouTube from day one, when they started, wanted to be a place where people could upload videos for people to watch. And channels create content for people to watch. So that's why we get paid revenue from advertisements on our channel.
And you're right. You're better off finding a niche. Like if there's something you're super passionate about, making content about the exact same thing over and over and over and over. Because if you do
Yes.
one video that's good, then they're gonna go watch your other one, and they're gonna go watch your other one.
and
So
remember, it's entertainment and education. So it's like that edutainment aspect of it is so valuable and huge on YouTube, that when someone's coming to YouTube, right, odds are they're going to consume your content so much more if you make it entertaining for them to watch. The easier way to do that is to just be yourself. Like, get rid of anything that doesn't make it organic, right? You'll see people do this, but it's so normal now that it's almost become staged, even though it used to be normal. But the walking into frame, sitting down, hey, how's it going? I'm just here to talk about so and so subject or whatever, right? Obviously that was rehearsed, but that level of organicness, that I'm sitting down with you and I'm here to just talk to you and I'm here to entertain you, is one of the biggest benefits of that platform that you cannot get with like normal television and stuff. And that's why YouTube is beating everybody.
there's a
Is
guy that does there's a guy by the name of JLR Investigates. I don't know if you've ever run across his stuff, but he
Mhm.
goes in and he goes all over and he investigates these missing kids and all this stuff. And you're right when you say walking in, because every time he starts a video, he goes, come on in, you
Right.
guys, let's talk.
And that's become such a staple, I bet, of his channel, that it would be weird if he didn't have it.
He
Right?
does it every
Like,
time.
he does it every time because it's part of it. It might even be part of him getting in state, getting in flow now. And that was a part of himself that he's added to it that makes his content unique. And the more that you guys like consume this stuff and look at it, the more you'll see that the best of the best that are making a full-time income at doing YouTube and creating content tend to be those types of people. Like, I'm even learning myself how important it is to be entertaining to grow. Confidence in being entertaining is like 80% of it, right? So we'll watch a TED Talk, and have you guys watched a TED Talk before? You're just like, fuck, all right. Like, I'm getting the information. Just get through the slides. And then we've all seen a TED Talk where the person comes out with confidence and could have no slides whatsoever and has the whole audience, you know, at their every word. And that comes from a place of being entertaining and being confident. They're sitting in front of, like, and I've seen this in network marketing spaces with my dad, right? Because he's one of these people where you'll have the slides people that will show up and be like, here, and then here, and then here is how you do this. And then my dad will show up and just wing it with his confidence, and he'll get like the best speaker. Why? Because people can tell that he's engaged with the people there. It's not, that's more important to them.
I think
And
it's
Tony
like
Robbins and
who's
people
more
know
full
this
of
too.
shit, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's depending on what you're talking about, right?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I've seen it before, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, the person.
Terry still says to this day that I would be a millionaire overnight if I created Born to Bullshit Course 101. And apparently I'm always talking about stuff she knows nothing about, so it's bullshit to her.
I love
Yeah,
Terry.
I do too. It's funny because you just had like a couple of sons to get you on that stuff.
Yeah.
So, but
Well, anyways,
even if
Matt,
you were born to, go ahead, Kelly.
I don't want to make Lisa Marie wait, but I
No,
just
everyone's
wanted to
benefiting from what
thank
you're
you.
asking. So
I'm glad I asked here instead of Telegram because maybe it helped other people too. So
absolutely. Yeah.
Oh,
And that's why I have like if you guys haven't been a part of it, go to roberthollis.com/Telegram and sign up for our like Imaginators Telegram group. I'll invite you to it if you're not already, Kelly. But I'm having everybody, instead of messaging me privately, post their stuff in there so like everyone can learn from my responses.
you
Right?
don't want me like putting up stupid emojis trying to find the microphone and like sending
We
stupid
don't care.
messages and
Anybody
calling
in
you.
the Imaginator group, does any of you guys care about any of that stuff?
nah, we're
No.
having too much fun here.
Yeah, exactly.
We
But
are,
you'll
aren't we?
get, odds are you'll get an answer from someone like Bob or someone else like Craig that's here to help as well. My dad, you'll get a response from them, and then you won't have to wait all day for my response. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like I get back to people when I feel like it most of the time if it's like a private message. I've just learned that from my own experience, man. That the more you respond to people and the more that you like are it's interesting because you guys will have this too, and maybe some of you guys have, but the reliance on people for your help and support. Craig, I know for a fact, deals with this, but you can help people out enough. It's like a baby learning to walk or a kid learning to walk. You want them to walk on their own. You don't want to have to hold them while they're walking, right? And so your goal is to help people walk, but you can be so helpful that they never want to take a step without you. The moment that they stand up and start to walk and try to figure it out, they turn around and go, "Where are you to hold my hand? If you're not there, I'm not going to walk." And that's what
that
I've
happened
learned.
to me. And you know what I resolved that because now when I'm teaching people things or helping them with something, I tell them, you bet I'll help you, but I want you to show up with a pen and a piece of paper and I want you to write down every single step so that when you forget next week, you can look back at your notes and you don't have to ask me again.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we record pretty much all of these.
Yeah,
Like I think that
I do
go ahead,
short
Dad.
Zooms with people, and during the Zoom, I say, next time you tell me that you don't know what to do, go back to this video because you just asked me and I just told you what to do. So it's like, so perfect.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
one
I
more
just wanted
thing.
to share
I
that.
want to
Go ahead,
shout
Kelly.
out Coach Bob. I need to shout out Coach Bob today. And because the guy is on the leaderboard all the time, the guy is out there hustling, and he is the first one to like on your post. He's the first one to share a post. He's the first one to want to see everyone else win. And Bob, I am not I'm not as fluent in commenting on that or whatever, but you never freaking miss. And I want you to know you're appreciated.
Thanks. Yeah, I love your stuff. I mean, I try to go through in the morning and then take some time and then just try to go through. And you post a lot, and you guys post a lot. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I love like I said, I love that story about your mom. It just touched my heart. I'm glad you could share it with our group that day. It just put me in tears, but
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Kelly.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Kelly.
Coach Bob. Appreciate you as well.
Bob.
Both of you guys.
Absolutely. Appreciate everybody who's participating. And that's the whole idea behind Inner Circle, is that you get to participate with everybody. Robert, Matt, whoever, Coach Bob. Yeah, that's the bottom line. So thank you all so very, very much. Lisa, I think you can probably post that question that you had in the chat next, because you're up. Eddie Medina, you're coming up after Lisa Marie, but I want to hear what Lisa Marie is going to say too. And so go ahead, open up and share with us.
Hey guys,
Hi, Lisa Marie. How are you?
I am blessed, highly favored, deeply loved, amazing.
Yes, you are.
I just got to tell you guys and reiterate a little bit about putting people in front of Robert, because I'm sure most of you or some of you know that I introduced a new affiliate to him on Saturday on the Ask Me Anything.
Nor.
And we had a Zoom. Nor asked for a 3-way Zoom with us, and Robert agreed, and he did that video. And I'm telling you, if anybody wants a copy of that video, it is on my YouTube channel, because I saw the light bulb go off in Nora's head. You did too, didn't you? And it did for me too. It's just like, hello, you know what I mean? It was an aha moment. And since that video, which we did, I think it was on Tuesday,
Right.
he has already signed up 2 more affiliates. So you know what? Putting people in front of Robert just takes the pressure. It just, you know what? Because I'm assured he's learning the right things, and then I can duplicate from there. So, all right. So anyway,
thank you so much for trusting me.
oh my gosh, Robert, that was amazing.
I can't wait you guys to
saw
watch. Yeah, I can't wait for you guys that will watch it. I'm as nice of you to share that, Lisa Marie, because one of the things is you guys have heard these 3 things. I'll say it over again. I love how Coach Bob always says, wait a minute, when something clicks with me, I realize that you say it all the time. And I say to Coach Bob all the time, wow, I resemble that remark. Because when you listen to someone, it's as you're growing and getting gooder and gooder, then someone says something, and now that's the time for you to hear that. It doesn't make any sense before. So my mentor used to always say, hey, there's 3 questions that go through a person's mind very quick. And if you don't address these, they're gone. And it's the first one: who are you and why should I listen to you? See, when Bill said that to me, I go, no one would listen to me. And he goes, aren't you glad that you understand that? So if they're looking at you and go, who are you and why should you listen to me? How fast should you say, oh, by the way, you're going to be talking or you're going to be hearing from this person because they're documented and they made this much money and they've done this. So you're not listening to me. You're listening to this person that's already documented. So when he said that to me, I don't know why immediately I went, that's awesome. So as soon as I could tell them, hey, listen, I'm an auto mechanic on workman's comp, and I'm working with my friend Bill, and he's my mentor, and he's the one that's going to be teaching you. See, I said to them, I'm not going to be telling you anything. This guy. So once you get past that one, they go, okay, so what the hell is it? Right? not bragging, but I guarantee you, I used to do this with people all the time. I can guarantee you guys, and you've heard me tell the story, that there's people that have told you no, and they've also told you never to call them again. And I can guarantee you that I could get them interested.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's part this, mostly this, and my confidence, which I know what I'm going to say. So now when I tell them that, then the next thing they go, okay, that makes sense. What would be the next thing they would be asking? Do you think that I could do this? Is this something that I could do? So what you watched me do in the video, Lisa, is all three of them. And
It
so,
was amazing.
and so when it came to me, he's going, so I said, listen, are you familiar with affiliate marketing and sharing your link with one person? And he said, yes. And then I go, so now we just got to figure out how to connect you with billions of people. So I went to Google and I put in how many people from Pakistan live in the United States. And I don't remember what the number was, Lisa Marie.
600,000.
Yeah, 600,000. And he went, I know how to talk to people from Pakistan. I'm from Pakistan. And I said, so now watch this. And I went to Facebook and I put, I could even hear, I wanted him to see how simple it was because I took something and it was Pakistani.
Right.
And I just copied that. And I know that he was thinking, maybe you should be, Pakistan, so I put Pakistani and he was giggling. I put that in Facebook search and I clicked it and there was a group with how many people in it?
17,000, I think, or something
So
like that.
17,000 people in a Facebook that are people from Pakistan that live in the United States. And I could see him go, I don't need your help anymore. Do you
I
see
know,
it?
it just kind of washed
He was
over
going,
me too.
I gotta go. I know what to do now. If you
That
guys
was
are
so
not
cool.
doing that, and that's, I shared that with Coach Bob. Most people don't do things in life just because you do not let them know how simple it is.
Right.
So show them what to do. Don't train them.
Yeah,
People.
you're right.
So I wasn't going to send him a bunch of training videos. I was just going to show him what to do.
Yeah, that was amazing. So thank you so much
Well,
for
thank
that.
you. Thank you for believing in me and putting me in front of people. I only can help people that will allow me to help.
That's right. That's right. Okay. I do want to share something with the group
Okay.
and I really would appreciate feedback because it's not any secret that Freddie's really not for my rescue farm, but he's been kind of coming around a
Praying,
lot.
praying.
And so that excites me, that excites me. But I had a meeting with this woman that was an affiliate for Bob Proctor, his institute. So, she's very credible, whatever. She's one of the top affiliates. But we just had a coffee meet, whatever, and she put me in touch with a woman that has a 501(c) in Cincinnati,
Okay.
and she's in Georgia, and she has these group homes that she started for foster care for orphans, kids that don't have parents, right? And she wanted to also turn it into an animal rescue as well. So this is why we got introduced. So we got introduced, and she is just freaking fired up. You can tell she's just a pistol, and she wants to lease my land
Wow.
because she can slide right in here with her 501 or C3.
Wow.
And I'm thinking, are you kidding me?
Wow.
So
I'm going with my heart here, and Fred's like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, and so now I'm thinking
You got to
with
tell him
my
to get off the horse. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
right, right. I put him on a miniature donkey. No,
It seems like no matter what happens, this is supposed to happen, Lisa Marie. So I don't know,
that is how
or how
I
many
saw it,
times
Matthew. I
it's like you
thought
can
I've
try to
been
bob and
asked.
weave it, but it keeps showing up over and over again, like all those great things do.
Yeah,
So
so where do you stop with the head and begin with I mean, because it's everything that I wanted. I wanted the orphans and the animal rescue.
Yeah.
How much more perfect?
Yeah. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Here's what you got to judge it by. You got to judge it based on how it makes you feel.
Oh my gosh.
And I told Eric Markman Eric's on here. And I just be aware that as soon as you start feeling good and you're in the tractor beam and you're connected, again, scriptures say that something will come to steal it immediately. You
Yeah, but it shouldn't be my husband. It shouldn't.
um
That's a hard one. Gosh darn it.
see, I I'm not interested in changing Freddie.
No, and no, I'm not either. But he's got to let me do what I want to do.
He can't stop you.
Right. Right. And I think he realizes that now, and I think that's maybe why he's coming around. I don't know. But
Yeah.
he is. He went with me and saw the baby sheep, you
So
know,
wait a
and
minute. So maybe wait a minute. You're gonna have a rescue on your property and someone's gonna be paying you monthly payments?
exactly how the hell? I mean, that not just the best
Like
of both worlds?
Freddie doesn't want the extra money.
We might have to claim it. No. I didn't say
so
that.
so if the YouTube account gets big enough, right, where you have constant donations and you're posting clips from this farm, and I've noticed too that you've been doing a lot more of that with the sheep and stuff, and you're getting good engagement on those, and that
Yeah,
you keep doing that, and eventually it'll grow bigger and bigger and bigger, and it just takes time, right? And
it
so
does.
of course,
I've noticed anything that if I'm outside doing anything and putting that content, I don't care if it's messing with the flowers or whatever, but
mhm.
that is where I get tons of engagement and I get nothing on the animations. I mean, I get occasional, oh, that's so cute, but I don't get
Well, like
engagement.
we talked about on the Imaginators call, Lisa Marie, like I truthfully think when you're in the pocket of where you're supposed to be, that's when the
Yeah,
people that are supposed to support you show up and support you. And like we talked about, listen,
Mhm.
you may be the person behind the idea for those animations, but you need an actual person that loves animation to show up and do it. You know what I mean?
Right,
Somebody that actually will go, oh, I'm a follower and I know how to utilize these tools and I want to help Buddy's place grow, so I'll help. And Corky's
right,
got these people, we've got these people, like a lot of people will show up to support you. Even people here, of course, will do that.
right.
So like
yeah,
I I think if you just keep going in the direction you are, um eventually, hopefully Freddie won't be as upset about the amount of money because it will be so much that the taxes will not only be taken care of by that money, but then also you'll have this surplus to do other things with,
right.
uh,
I
and
mean,
expand and
to
do the things you
Lisa
want.
Marie. That's why the money that comes into you has to be in a different EIN number.
yes, yes,
So the nonprofit number is an EIN number, and so is you just forming an entity. You know what I mean? You could do a buddy's place and go down to your local, county and get what is called a fictitious name report and call it Buddy's Place. And then once you get that, then you can go online on the IRS site and get an EIN number. So now everything that comes to you goes into that EIN number. It has nothing to do with Freddie's SS number.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a business that then also too, if it's like an LLC or like my dad was saying, you make it into like a nonprofit, right?
Mhm.
You'll have situations where people will show up and want to run bits and pieces of that business and help you grow that, and obviously they'll expect to be compensated, and you'll have the money to reinvest because you'll have grown to do that. And I think that's the part to think about. My dad's nailed it. It's like, if Freddie's truthfully worried about your guys' personal finances, one of the best things you could do is just go turn it into a corporation or a nonprofit and be like, great, everything goes through here. So
Mhm.
if the nonprofit ends up paying you and Freddie, then that will be the end goal of it. But all the money you could consistently reinvest back into Buddy's place and write it all off. So
Right.
And the
Right.
imagination you got to have too is just again, stay in the emotional state of the imagination. I just know that I know that I know that if Buddy's place was in driving distance with Terry,
Mhm.
she would never ask for any money from you. So there's a lot of people that are sitting around going, I just wish there was something I could do. And
Right.
I was, Sunday morning, I tell you guys, I watch that all the time. There was some lady sheriff that they started rescuing animals because it's a sheriff's department. So she decided to make it into a petting zoo. And the guys that are actually the guys and women that are in the jail that got
Mhm.
sentences, they take care of the animals.
Right.
And they
Right.
were talking to the prisoners, and they're like, "Man, when I'm taking care of an animal, I'm on cloud nine." And then it showed other prisoners that had been let out of that jail, and they were bringing their families to the petting zoo, telling their kids, "Hey, this is the llama I took care of, and these are the goats that I took care of. I took care of these little pigs." Yeah, it will take on a life of its own, Lisa Ray. It really will.
I think it will be because it was like that. It's like it fell right in my lap. I mean,
You
good
would have
gr-
told me if you would have told me, Robert, tell me how to make this happen faster. I would have never said, oh, find someone that has a 501(c)(3) that already loves animals, but she wants to do it and she has no land. So she'll actually lease your land. I
right.
that's bigger
That's
than me.
huge. I know.
That's
Okay, so
bigger than me.
okay. Then
And
I
and
know what I got to
that's
do then.
when that's when you know that's when you know it's real.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Because when people are really good at imagining the things that come to you and how fast they come to you are way bigger than your imagination.
That was way bigger.
That, that,
That
that,
was way big.
yeah, it still happens to me. And I believe because of this stuff that happening to you is why the North thing happened to you.
Maybe. Maybe. He is one of the brightest people I think I've ever brought into this company.
When he gets it, when that guy gets his first check,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, he's got too many people to help. That guy is going to be amazing.
I think he is too. So I'm super
And you know he's the
excited.
right person because he shows up.
Exactly. Exactly. And I'm not babysitting him. So
Lisa Marie,
thank
I'm so
you
happy
for
for you.
thanks you guys for everything you all do.
Oh,
Robert, Craig, Matthew, you guys are amazing.
you're
Much
yeah,
awesome,
I
Lisa
love I
Marie.
love your I love your videos with animals way better than the graphics too.
Yeah, I do. And you know what? That's what I'm living every day. So that should be my content,
Yep.
right? I mean, I'm trying to force it and it's not working, you know?
Tell Freddie the next time that he goes off on whatever, right? Just film him. Just take the camera and film him and go, "Hey everybody, listen to the stuff my husband says to me."
Well,
In this
He's
situation,
the
though,
aha
it's not
moment
that
too
I would
sometimes.
say I'm not giving advice here, but it's more like, and we talked about this before, but I feel like sometimes people feel like they have the need to protect you, and
Yes.
you have shared in the past that you feel like Freddie's coming at it from that direction a lot, where he's
Hmm.
like, here's a direction that I could really make sure Lisa Marie is safe and protect her and make sure our family's protected. So it's not
Yeah.
like from my understanding, he's doing it in a malicious way, which
No, not at all.
means
Mm-mm.
um he just needs to see a place where this doesn't replace him and where he fits into it that works for him. And
Right.
that's how
Right.
he's starting to come around, right? Is like,
Yeah.
okay, well, this area would work for me. So even if it's like shooting some of the videos on Buddy's place where you're in them and he can hold the camera or be part of it, or even some of the
Hmm.
stuff that you've uploaded with him in it and stuff, or you guys together, right?
Yeah.
Realizing
Yeah.
that he can be a part of growing this will get him more involved, hopefully, in the excitement of its growth. Like,
He
hopefully,
won't be able to
because I don't
resist.
think he's
He's
doing it in
always
malicious ways from what you've shared.
right. And
So
he's always wanted animals
even if it
here.
is the case where it's like, yeah, we all can agree that's not a healthy thing in a dynamic relationship dynamic.
Hmm. Yeah.
A lot of the time, sometimes we just don't understand where people are coming from. And the more that we do, we can just handle the shit that we can control. And it's like,
Right.
okay, well, maybe he does, he sees the things that you're doing starting to move in a direction. And maybe there's a part of him, he's like, I don't want to be left behind. But in a lot of ways, like,
Hmm.
I, I didn't think she'd take it this far. You know what I mean? That
Right.
aspect of it.
Hmm.
And now that that is the case, it's like, hey, listen, I want to involve you in this, right?
Right.
I want you to
Yeah,
be a part of this. Help me
absolutely.
build this together, right?
Yeah.
Here's
I
how
think
you could
he
help.
was
Where do you see yourself fitting in? Does this sound familiar? Where do you see
right. It
yourself fitting
does.
into this idea that I have? How
I
can you
think all
support
he
me?
saw was
So,
work, work, work. So when this woman offered to lease our land, hello.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that I would say on top of that, Lisa Marie, is just understand that yeah, I have no expertise in this, but
Hmm.
usually you can find this stuff on websites. But I think it would be very, very smart to have a really good lease that everyone signs.
Right.
Know
For
that.
sure.
So maybe talk to some farmers that you guys know that lease property. See, that's another who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? So you could say to Freddie, hey, who do you know that currently leases land?
Hmm.
And if you don't know, maybe he knows some people that know. And then now you're sitting down because there's again two ways that we learn our lessons, from our mistakes or from other people's mistakes. So now if you're
Right.
sitting down with people that actually lease their land like
Hmm.
this,
Right.
now you can get, hey, is there any way I could get a copy of that lease? What are some good things, some get bad things, whatever. And so yeah, so if something did happen where, the person wasn't paying the lease payment, who's moving the animals? Who's taking care of the animals? Because there's we just got to be good, smart and protecting ourselves.
Right. Absolutely. But I'm going to invite her for a visit. She's gonna come
yeah, I
this
mean,
month.
I think, and what you just said, like, even letting Freddie do that and involving him in that process will make him feel so much more secure in what you're doing,
Yeah.
you
For
know?
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
happy he wants to be a little part of it.
well,
So
he's
that's
seeing
huge.
he's seeing it grow into a bigger thing, and
Yeah.
it's hard no matter what, right? Like, say you have a kid and they want to be a big actor or something, and everybody in the family isn't with it, and then eventually they do become a big actor, and then everyone in the family is so excited when they come around again. It's like, none of you guys were excited for me to do this. But at the same time, the moment that you accomplish it, they go, oh, of course, it was always something we knew he was capable of. She was capable of. You know what I mean? So just
Yeah.
let that be part of it. There's always going to be those
Yeah.
naysayers. But the truth is that they
Oh
start to
my
hop on
God.
board.
Yeah, I'm
So
so happy, Lisa Marie, for you. Oh my
me
Yeah.
too.
God.
Me too.
I hope it works out. But you know what? That's a
Keep us
step in the
posted.
right direction.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And
So
and and another thing is just always listen to your language. All right. So I hope this works out. How exciting does that sound? It's
I
sort of, doesn't it's like, well, I wish this would work, and I hope this works out. It's almost like in the words and the way, the energy that you say, it's like, you know, it's a
no,
shot.
it's definitely going to happen.
Yeah,
I
it's a
can see
shot.
it happening.
So here's what
Mhm.
you say. I'm so grateful and happy that
Yeah,
the imagination that I'm having is coming to fruition. And if it's not her, it's going to be somebody better.
that's right. That's right.
So,
God's bringing the people to me.
yeah,
I
so
just,
just we'll
yeah,
all agree, everyone agree that believes in that. We'll all agree in that name, and
yeah.
Lisa, keep us updated. I
I
know.
I will. Thank you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much.
I
Thanks,
love
Lisa
you.
Can I
Marie.
just share? Can I share something quick?
Nope.
Just fast. Lisa Marie.
Yeah.
I have a goat at a rescue right down. It's not even a mile from my house. This goat was chasing me when I was walking one morning. It's from the rescue. I got to name it. Her name is Destiny because I had to find where she came from. And I go and I take care of her and I help her. There's tons of people that stop at that rescue and help those people with those animals. So
Hmm.
don't worry about that part. You will get lots of people that will help you.
I
So
think
I
I
just want to
will.
share that.
I think I will.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Rebecca.
Rebecca. I love you.
Wow. See,
Thanks,
this
guys.
this is inner circle. This is what inner circle
Yeah.
is all about. Everybody
We're
helping
gonna
everybody.
we're gonna have to have an inner circle live event at Lisa Marie's buddy's place.
Okay, now if I may ask, Lisa, where are you located? You don't have to give us exact location, but you're on the East Coast, right?
No, no, we're in
Nope.
Northwest Wisconsin.
Okay, thank you very much.
Almost to the border. I mean, Minnesota, yeah,
I
we're
got I
almost to
got
Lake
I got
Superior.
her address. I had a private investigator check her out.
Okay, good. We got to make sure of these
I just
things.
wanted to
And you
protect
know
Lisa
what? You
Marie.
all are invited. I think we ought to have our own little mini convention right here on the farm.
As
She
long as we
said
get
it.
to pet the animals.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Yep.
My mom and the rest of us will be there for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be
Jamie said he was
awesome.
thinking the same thing. We all got to go.
The first thing is 2 reindeer for Corky.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there we
Reindeer for
go. There we
Corky,
go.
goats for Terry,
That's right. I
the
love
big
the goat.
horse, of
Spider monkey.
course,
Spider
and
monkey.
spider monkeys. That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Me
And
and
then the
Oh
me
goat
and
my
for
Hannah
goodness.
right
Rebecca.
now.
I'm
Get this,
telling
you
you, I'm
guys.
thinking of more animals than I ever thought of before in my
Me
life.
and
But
Hannah were looking into because we're just like obsessed with capybaras right now for some reason. It's if you guys know that animal, right?
Yep.
And so we're in the process of moving as well soon. So we're like, it's like, okay, so what do you need to have a capybara, right? Like how much space do you need? What do they need? All these things.
I don't even
So
know
we're
what
looking
that
into
is.
it. Look it up. I'll pull it up real quick. But
I'm working on that right now.
I'm gonna beat you to it, Craig.
You might because I'm having some issues here. Let's see.
Voila. We're here.
All right, wait a minute. Let me focus that upon you, Matt. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically the largest rodent
It is
in the
a
rodent
big rodent.
family.
That
Yeah.
is a beaver.
No, that's a capybara. But no. So
I
get
guess
this,
it
you
doesn't have
guys.
the tail for a beaver.
Right. I have corgis. They already don't have tails, so just move on to these things. But I learned you can't have them or have them in the state of California because they technically are an exotic animal, except if you get a permit and you allow people to see them in a zoo-like setting. So all we need is just a space where people can come see them and then we can have them. So
There you go.
I don't think any of that will actually happen. I just thought it was a funny rant to go on. So
Although a capybara on Buddy's place,
right,
Yeah.
we could have a little I mean, it could be that all of a sudden Buddy's place is just all of us wanting a certain animal, and then Lisa Marie gets it, and we all donate money to make sure that animal's there and taken care of. So
there you go. See all the ideas that come out of this. How
I know.
awesome!
It's a
Mastermind.
mastermind. What?
Yes.
Said at the same time.
Yep.
All right. So let's go ahead. Oh, what is this? Kai says in Australia they're called lazy groundhogs on steroids. They are pretty big. All right, let's keep moving. Eddie Medina, thank you so much for your patience. Let's go ahead, open up, and please share. Lisa Marie, Rebecca, thank you also very, very much. And Matt, of course, for contributing. Go ahead, Eddie.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, Eddie, how are you?
All right, okay. I'm new to this. I've been part of this probably like, I don't know, 9 months or so, but kind of a lurker, kind of sitting around in the back. And
Stalkers are welcome.
yeah. And and as far as MDC, or network marketing, just kind of been around the campfire, haven't really pulled the trigger on anything, haven't really done anything, just kind of hanging out. But the reason I came on, one, to practice being on here because I'm a little nervous being on here, but second,
I like your t-shirt. You got great energy. You look good. Your voice sounds good.
Well, all right, I'm glad you can hear me. So gosh, I'm already going to share all kinds of stuff, and it's my first time on here. But anyway, so back like in November, I was laid off work, and so like it was November, December, and I'm like, I'm going to relax. I've been working at this company forever.
I remember that.
Just chill out, enjoy the holidays with the family, etc. Got into January, felt a little lazy, but I'm like, no problem. I'll find a job. No big deal. Whatever. And then mid-February, I started to start looking, get my resume set up, do all these things. And then as I'm applying for jobs, I noticed that, I'm like, I submit everything. And then I'm like, oh, great. I'm in the mix of like 500 to 600 applicants, for all these jobs I'm applying for. And I'm like, son of a bitch, this is going to be really hard to compete with all these people,
Right.
So anyway, I won't keep it too long. My battery's getting, well, my battery is kind of getting low too, but I'll do my best to stay out, but anyway, so, anyway, long story short, from like mid-February to now, I just been applying. And also, sorry if I tangent a little bit. I've been, recently.
Stop apologizing, man. Welcome to the HADD people right here, man.
I actually was clinically diagnosed with that recently, so it makes a lot more sense on things now.
It's your superpower, Eddie.
So anyway, so I'm getting all these emails, like, sorry, but we filled the position, or hey, thanks for applying, or I get ghosted like crazy. I start networking. Hey, who do you know? And this kind of stuff, like that might be hiring. All the things. And I'm getting to a point. I know you talk about how do you say it? Like you get involved with inspiration or desperation, and inspiration's kept me by the campfire. But now I've always kind of had network marketing in my back pocket, but not really doing anything. I'm sort of like wanting to take it out because I'm like, I'm getting kind of my wits end.
Let me ask you a simple question.
Sure.
When you're putting out the resumes, how much on a scale to 10 are you really excited to get back into the workforce?
Yeah. Well, the excitement I get is I got my family of 8. That's 3 animals, 2 twins, a teenager, and my wife, and myself. So, I mean, that's kind of the, but personal fulfillment and stuff. No, not at all. I can't.
Yeah,
I don't think I can.
You got to watch the video that I did today live.
I saw actually. That inspired me to get on here today because that was a really good video. I was like, this is like speaking to me. So,
yeah, it's like I think the thing. I do my very, very best to get connected and think what people think, and it's pretty interesting when you ask somebody, okay, Eddie, explain to me exactly what your perfect job would be. And it's sort of bizarre that we go, I'm pretty sure that doesn't exist. Then I don't understand. If you get to make the decision on the job that you want, and then we got to find people that want that one. Well, what if that doesn't exist? Can you create it? Because I could definitely show you how to make the money that you need to make in network marketing. no doubt in my mind.
Well,
And what I do is easier than your job.
well, yeah, my job is, yeah, I've worked all my life. I mean, all these things, and it's very, I did this other little like side test on the internet, and I it was like, what would fulfill you in your heart, things like that. And I guess the result was something called impact or something. So it's like where, I want to do things for people. I want to be in like a testimonial, like I want to have, because I met Eddie, this and this happened. Thanks, Eddie, for that, that kind of stuff. But
we're going to make that happen. We're going to make that happen.
Yeah, I started looking at your videos, and my brain is kind of like, I need to see it on paper, the steps. So like, I kind of started watching. I got to take notes so I can say like, step one is, this. I need structure, I guess. So,
but what you and I got to do is Bob's laughing. He's going, Jesus, is this my brother? Coach Bob is like going, hey, yeah. Believe it or not, most of you probably perceive me as an individual that sort of flies by the seat of his pants. But if you guys knew how structured I was, it'd freak you out. I'm an engineer. So, engineers, they need to have a plan. You're taught to put a plan together. What would go first, second, third, fourth, and fifth? And just like everything in life, Eddie, what I always loved about being an engineer, and I've said this before, if I was going to show you how to tear apart a motor and rebuild it, you don't get to make up the sequence. If you don't take the engine apart in a certain way, it won't come apart. And you got to put it together exactly in that same way. So what I'd like to offer you is, I'd like you to reach out to me and we'll set up a Zoom. And what I'll do is I'll just help you with that game plan. I'll show you exactly the thing you got to do. And it's no different than me teaching you how to be a good dart player. The one thing I can't do for you is I can't throw the darts for you.
Makes sense. Yeah.
But I can show you how to be consistent enough at throwing darts where you get a couple of bullseyes and you're going, wow, what's the possibilities of this? And the same thing will happen to you as like we just talked, with Jody, Mary, it's fun when people, only thing with people with, keep getting them in the excitement mode and getting out, because there's only one thing that you got to do, Eddie, is just honestly look at me and other people and go, they really are not that special. I don't think I'm that special, because all I did was listen to somebody else that told me, like I'm telling you, I know you can do this. There's not a doubt in my mind you can do that. And you can tell me exactly the kind of money and how fast you need to make that happen. And I can show you exactly how to do that.
Well, it'd be nice to know. Yeah. And on top of that, I'm going to have to fight some inner demons, I guess you can call them. Just kind of, now that I'm a little more in the dust. Yeah, that guy, I've seen him on your videos. Yeah, he talks a lot. Yeah, he talks a lot to me. But
he talks to all of us. He talks to all of us.
Yeah.
And, it's there's not a doubt that I can show you what to do. There's either other things too. Let's just say that just for now, after I get done doing the Zoom with you, you still mentally had this thing in your mind. I think that I've got to learn network marketing, but I got to get a job. Then I'm going to show you how to get the best job. Because the more specific you are of what you want in your life is going to open up opportunities that you never even thought of. And I'll give you just a neat example. Kyle, my youngest son, he's still trying to figure out in the world what he wants to do. And because I'm on everything, right, there's companies right now, Eddie, that will hire you and they will train you on what they need you to do for them. And there's people that make 6 figures a year and they're working from their home.
Interesting.
But you wouldn't know that you didn't know.
True.
See what I mean? So
Yeah.
I see this one kid interviewed just recently, and I forget, he was driving some kind of exotic car, but he was like in his 30s, right? And this guy goes, "What do you do?" And he goes, "I got 3 jobs." And he goes, "Really?" And he says, "Yeah, all of them I use the internet. And they tell me, they give me an assignment. And if I can finish that assignment, I'm done for the week." And so when he got good enough at this, he says, I was able to do the thing they wanted me to do in a week, I was able to do in 3 hours. So then I started looking for other companies that did exactly what this company did. He says, now I have 3 jobs and it takes me 9 hours a week and I make 300 grand.
Wow.
And so that's what I want to do for you. Well, let's set up a Zoom and we'll think of some things where you can be very, very, really focused in your imagination to making it create for you.
Yeah, no, definitely. And this profession, I think, it's always been in my heart. It's always tugged on me, like, you need to do this, you need to, you know what I mean? And I don't know what barriers ever kept me from actually pulling the trigger on it. But
just one. You only have one thing that's stopping you. The fear of doing it wrong. It's everyone's fear. What if I say the wrong thing? What if I don't know how to answer the question? You know, what if I structured my group wrong? It's a thing that holds every person in the world away from everything they do in life.
Well,
it's a fear of messing up.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I hear you for
sure. I guess Melody wanted to chime in. Do you mind?
Well, not at all. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Eddie. Welcome. I just wanted to say welcome to you. And I wanted to let you know that Robert's the guy to get you through it. And I've looked, and he is the most documented person, not only to help you get through all of these steps and to that life that you want to live, but he's willing to help. And a lot of people you find that can teach are not willing. And that's really what sets Robert apart from everybody else. And you know, I just want to encourage you. The mistakes are going to be made. You're going to have, you know, you're going to be fearful of different things. You know, Dino's, you know, talking in your ear. Just one thing, don't ever feed Dino. Acknowledge him. Okay, you're there. Don't ever feed Dino because he just gets louder. But the more, and you know, we all make mistakes. We all have the same feelings and emotions that you're feeling right now.
Yep.
And Robert, the more you show up on Robert's calls, the less mistakes you're going to make, the less fear you're going to have, the more confidence you're going to grow, and the more success you'll have, right?
That's simple.
It's just that simple. So I just wanted to encourage you to come on here and remember, mistakes, they're part of the game. They're part of life. You can't get around it, right? But if we can learn from somebody else's and remember that all that matters is what we do after that mistake. So I believe in you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad to have you here. I love you guys.
Love you,
I
Melody.
love you, Robert. I love you. Love you all.
Thanks, Melody.
Eddie, will you reach out? Eddie, will you reach out to me?
I will. Yeah, I'll chat you and we can figure out.
Who introduced you to me?
I found you on you know how your videos, how you put your link on your Facebook page?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how I think I saw a video of Josh doing a road show a long time ago as a replay. And And I was like, well, who can I find? I Googled, and I think you showed up, and I just went to your link and I signed up and I bought some CBD. And then I used the products for a while. Then I kind of, like I said, put it in the back pocket and stuff like that. And I've been around for a while. I know I'm your first line. I don't know where I am in your organization, but
do you have people that have fallen underneath you since you've been in the company?
a little bit, like just a few, like over one time all the volume flushed for something because I didn't do something for a while. But since that time, like I think right now I have a leg that has like 70,000 volume in it. It's accumulation over the years that I've did it. But
Yeah,
so
I can't wait to do a Zoom with you, because that when you say, because I'm an engineer, when you say 70,000, I
Mhm,
take 10% is 7 grand. Half of
mhm,
that is 4,500.
mhm.
8, 9, 10, 11. There's $12,500 sitting in your savings account.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. Just like knowing that, I'm like, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and
But
I'll show you how to withdraw the money, Eddie.
no, that'd be great. And it's nice to come on here and just talk and
Thank you.
I kind of
Thank
hung
you.
out like
Everybody give Eddie a hand, man.
yeah, I'm very shy and introverted and all this stuff, so it's
But
very hard
awesome.
to
You
be
did.
on.
You wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known if you wouldn't have said anything.
It's very hard. Like as soon as I'm off this and the camera goes off, like I'm gonna just like fall to the ground out of you know.
Don't do that. I'm proud, really proud of you.
But yeah, I'll definitely reach out to you and we can set up a time to do a
Yep.
Zoom. That I appreciate it very much. Yeah.
All right, let's get her done. Thanks for
All right.
coming on.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
You bet. God bless you.
Eddie, thank you so much for sharing and welcome. And Melody, of course, thank you also for sharing. We got 3 more hands that are up, Robert. Is that going to be enough time?
Yeah.
All right, then let's go ahead and keep it going. Deb, you're coming up after Kai, who is right now after Coach Bob. So, Coach Bob, you're on. Go for it. Welcome. And please
Hey,
share.
hi, Robert.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop. So that one girl we were supposed to, we were supposed to have that Zoom meeting with, on Monday, and she
Right.
canceled. I felt so nervous just to introduce you. I even talked to Craig. I said, what should I say? I'm telling you, my anxiety, and then that she didn't show up, I just felt, oh God, I can't do this anymore. You know what I mean, Robert? But I was better the next day, right? Things settled down, but it's like, wow, just some days are just are rough, But she
Well,
emailed me back. After a couple emails, she emailed me back. She wants to set up a meeting again, so we'll have to do that. But and Eddie, I've got it all written down for you. You don't need to write what Robert said, but it doesn't. What you got to do is just go from your heart and connect with people and ask them to sign up. And if they know any friends, I got. It took me a while to get the pattern down, but and then I always message you about different ways to connect with people. You know what I mean? Like through a guide or, it's just different ways, Robert, to connect, right?
Right.
And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to connect, have them trust me, and then join the business. So my goal is to get 10 this month in that one line. So that's what I'm going to try to do. So
Good. Now, is there anything else that you've done in the past that made you that nervous?
No, talking or reading out loud in class. I was a horrible reader. And when you would get called at school, it was the worst feeling. If you wanted to a worse feeling, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's like we're supposed to read something and I'm hiding in the back seat behind people so the teacher can't see me. Oh my God, scared to death. Because every time I stood up and said anything, everybody started laughing. And I guarantee you are teasing me. And I know for a fact that I created that in my imagination.
Oh, yeah, yeah, exactly. And the more I got, I just couldn't read. And the other thing is too, spelling tests, when you had to pass the paper back to the next person to
Oh
grade
my
it,
God.
I was horrible. I said, oh my God, people are gonna think I'm an idiot. I was horrible at that.
Yeah.
Math I wasn't bad at, but
We suffer more in our imagination than we ever do in reality. It's crazy how strong the mind is. You know, we just use it the wrong way. And so it's all these things that we think of that could go wrong or might go wrong. And I'm going to share this with you. I know you heard it. The way I got over it was a mentor told me this. And he just said, Robert, every time you start getting nervous, you immediately have to imagine the very worst thing that can possibly happen. I'm going, what? And he goes, okay, so that girl that you were going to hook me up, the worst thing that could have happened is she not only got on the Zoom, but she immediately started pitching me on whatever she's doing. Right. And you sort of got to ask yourself, okay, so the worst thing that could happen, I took Robert's time and this girl comes on and she's trying to sell him. Right.
yeah.
And I'm thinking you're taking my time and now she's selling me and you're laughing. I don't know what's funny about that. So why are you laughing?
Me? Nervous.
See, it's like, isn't that bizarre? So my mentor would even say, you know, this was me reaching out to people, right? And he goes, so what's the worst thing that can happen? They pull out a gun and shoot you. And I'm going, that's stupid. He goes, what's stupid about it? What's stupid about it? She could shoot you or he could shoot you. And then they turn the gun on themselves and they kill themselves. And I'm going, where in the hell is this stuff coming from? You know what I mean? And he goes, because I need you to hear when you say stuff to me that I think it's just as freaking silly as the shit I just said to you.
Right.
Like, why are you bringing this up? That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Oh, but your what if is going to happen. And that's when I went, wow, I never thought about that. And he says, okay, so let's be honest. You look at somebody, they look at you, you smile at them, they flip you off. It's crazy how I would just I was laughing my ass off. Everything that he brought up that could be the worst thing that they could do to me, I was going that's not going to happen.
Right.
And he's going, but you focus on what you think is going to happen and you think that's bad. That's when I knew, holy shit, I'm making up my mind what's good or bad. And we do this in everything. It's like,
oh, yeah.
Okay, you know, I'm going to go on a trip, but oh my God, what if I miss the plane? Oh my God, I got to get there early. What if I missed the plane? Now you're on the plane. It's like, oh my God, what if something happens to this plane? I miss my connection. And we just do this shit and destroy every moment of our life. You know, it's always like, well, what is it? And then if this happens, you know, okay, so I got reservations. Now I'm going to get to the hotel, but what if they lost my reservation? What if they don't? And it's like, why do you got to keep doing this shit? Because I practice and I'm good at it.
Well, Robert, I wasn't even thinking of anything.
It's my natural place to go. So that's when you train the mind of going.
I mean,
not only is she going to reach out, but the conversation is going to go great. And whatever way it happens is going to be fine. I know I'm going to watch Robert and how he deals with people.
Right.
And I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn. So the worst thing that can happen as I learn how to interact with people, everything from that point on is a freaking upside.
Yeah.
And that's how I had to learn to do that. And it was weird because stuff that I'm confident in, I don't do that in things that I'm confident in. It's like, when I used to race cars and build cars, while I was creating and building a race car, never, ever, ever did I say, I wonder if this is going to break. I wonder if I put this in wrong. No, because I just kept doing it because I had confidence. So now the confidence was not only did I build it motor right, build the car right, but I did it really freaking good. And I'm getting more efficient at it. And I'm getting better at it. It's like every time I'm doing it more efficient. I'm doing it better quality, more confidence. And so that's what he did to me. He goes, why is it that when you do something that you've done forever, you got confidence in it? But you won't be willing to admit that you got your confidence by doing it. He said, Robert, you're going to crush this. He said, your mind is just constantly calculating. And you're going, I know what to say here. I know what to say here. I know how to do this. I know how to, and it just kept getting gooder and gooder and gooder and gooder and gooder and gooder. Then I start connecting and I'm like, oh my God, now it's like that natural fear of loss stuff comes out. I said to a guy today, he goes, yeah, I've heard about these things. And I said, from people that are not successful? And he goes, what? And I go, if you talk to someone that have evidence, you'd pretty much have to be a retard not to get it. Did anybody else show you evidence? No, they didn't. So let me get this right. You've never worked with someone that had evidence in helping other people succeed. So if I say that you can do this, just like I told Eddie, I know that you can do this. Then you're questioning me? He goes, I never thought about that. The drones you were looking for are not here.
I
You know
love
what I mean?
that saying. Yeah.
It's like, I like mind games.
Yeah.
And people go, how do you get good at mind games? People don't realize that the person I get to practice on the most is me. These stupid frickin' thoughts come in my head. I'm now aware of them. And now I get to beat the shit out of this guy.
Yeah.
They pop up immediately. Well, what if that happens? That's not going to happen. And then I even trick him. I go, if that could happen, what about this? And I even got Dino laughing with me. You know what I mean? I'm going, a meteorite's going to hit our country and it's going to destroy the planet. And it's like, when you start getting Dino to say, wait, you're going off too far. I was just trying to trick you with the little things.
It was just nervousness that never been through it before. And like you said, once you, in anything, you know what I mean? It's just getting past that first time. And then you get better and better. And it's so good to have such a support group like this. Do you know what I mean? That you can share. And then kind of people can learn from that. So, I mean, I'm good at selling, on the web, but this is new, this is connecting with people and doing that. So I really appreciate Robert.
I love you, man.
I mean, I didn't want to take too much time, but
no, you deserve all the time that you need. I'm looking helping you get gooder and gooder.
I'm going to be gooder and gooder.
It's going to be fun. You ever see yourself on stage doing what I do?
No, but I could do it.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could.
Yeah. It's just getting by that first. I think you just got to get, get that first hit or get that first basket.
Remember the stuff that you suffered in school?
Right.
When Bob becomes a person that sort of laughs at every thought or everything that anybody ever says about you, it's like when it really becomes not the embarrassment or laughing or bullying, because now we get to be adults. We can act like we're adults. And it's just like this ninja stuff. People people love to say to me all the time, they just go, "Oh my God, you're so obese. Why don't you work on your weight?" And I used to say, I can lose weight. You're always going to be ugly. And then I go, and poor with a bad attitude. And I used to be the kind of person that if someone said something negative to me, my goal was to make them, go shoot themselves. And then I went, I got to stop that. I got to stop that. So now when someone says something mean to me, there's a little button there that says hide channel from this person. And it's just like,
Yeah.
yeah. And there's still parts of me every once in a while that still wants to, take them to their knees if they're being mean to other people.
Yeah.
But I can't be that way anymore because I'm good at everything I set my mind to. So I've always seen myself, when you see rappers, what's that stuff, roasting each other? I would be magnificent at that.
Bet you would.
And the reason why is there is really nothing that someone can say to me today that wouldn't make me laugh because I just know where they're coming from. I feel sorry for them.
Right.
And then I see their feeble attempt to try to feel better from making me feel worse. And it's like, dude, you're so stupid. So I love you, Bob.
I love you so much, Robert.
Let me know when the next Zoom is.
I will. Love and
You
appreciate you. Craig, Nat,
Yeah.
love you guys too.
Coach Bob, thank you. Love you too, man. And keep it up. Just one person at a time. If I may just quickly share, Bob, when I did my first stage production, I was nervous as all get out. But I did it anyway. And you know what? Just do it. Thank you, Master Yoda.
Yes, yes.
All right. Deb, you're coming up. But right now it's Kai. Kai Ao. Go ahead, open up, and please share.
Hey, can everybody hear me all right now?
Yep, we sure can. How you doing, Kai?
I'm going through some crazy stuff, but counting my blessings. So
Good.
but yeah, this is actually for Eddie Medina. He and I talked in the past before, and so I was really surprised that he showed up on this group session. But Eddie, just to give you some encouragement, you remember how I started. If that person 5 years ago could do it, you can too.
Yes, Kai. Yes, Kai. I love you, man.
That's my little 5 cents of the day. And,
Hey, that was more than 5 cents. That was
well,
a-
when he talked about it, what he's going through right now, it just immediately just opened a big floodgate of memories. I was like, wait a minute, I remember talking to this guy. I know who this guy is. I'm like, what just happened? And then I was like, oh, it's him. So yeah, Eddie, you remember? We've had a discussion in the past before how I started. I mean, if I able to start where I was from, yours is easy peasy breezy.
Yeah. Even if Ed, I agree, Kai. I agree. Thank you so much for coming on here. I love you, brother. The reason that was worth more than you realize is because it came from your heart. So I think the reason that you said what you said is I pray that you pat yourself on the back more than you are.
That's the goal.
Yeah. It's like, look how far I've come, man. Look how far I've come. It's like, man,
I mean, you see my results on when we talk all the time, and yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There are days when I feel terribly embarrassed with my progress, and it's just like this is no excuse. Like I have my bar set pretty high on what I really want, and I mean, it may take a little bit longer, but at least I'm here and I'm still struggling, pushing forward.
And you and I've had personal discussions enough for you to know that, when you start plateauing, you just can't beat the shit out of yourself.
And
When
that's
you
a tough thing. I mean, yeah, that
when
goes to
you
Coach
start,
Bob also,
when
because
you,
that was the
when
feeling I
you
got.
start beating the shit out of yourself, there's nobody or nothing that can pull you out of that. And so when you just think, man, I'm so good at beating the shit out of myself, I'm so good at it, then why can't you be good at lifting yourself up? Look at things that you've done in the past. I know for a fact that there's got to be less than 1% of the people in the world that's ever had your physique. Every time I see the way you built your body, I'm just going, this guy's going to fricking destroy this when he believes he can. And so
And God knows I want it.
yeah, because you definitely had bad workouts. You've definitely been injured.
Oh yes.
You can't make your body look like that, Kai, and not injure yourself or do a move wrong. How did you recover from that? No choice.
Pick myself up and dust myself up, and
You had an image of who you were going to create. So this is just a small delay, no big deal. I'll work out other parts of my body that I've been putting off until this recovers. So you keep looking at that part of Kai and go, is it possible for Kai to be that good at the people business? I say yes. And people go all the time, Robert, you think everybody can do this business? Because I know where I freaking came from. This dyslexic kid that no longer could be an auto mechanic, and that's the only thing that I had pride in.
my biggest thing.
Did you ever have pride? Did you ever have pride and proud of yourself when you built your physique?
Yes.
So wait a minute, it's possible.
It is possible. I'm not gonna lie, but the only time I really feel proud and happy was when I go on stage. I never really thought about my goal was not winning. I was like, I just want to be the best and do the best as I can, win or lose. All the competitions that I've been in, I've been on top 3.
Yep.
No expectations whatsoever.
So when that Kai shows up in this space, what would be your income if you're a top 3 in MDC? What would be your income if you're a top 3 in the people business? Oh my God.
Yeah, my biggest thing right now for the past 2 months is just completely disconnecting from people who just don't have eyes and ears to hear.
Right. You gotta disconnect from everyone that's not helping, not promoting you.
Absolutely.
If they're distracting you and not believing in you that you can do it, they need to go.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to get that mindset. I'm gonna be top 3. I'm gonna do it. And so if you connected with as many people as the reps that you've done, oh, oh my God. If you looked at every connection as a rep,
And that was my biggest weakness. It just realized these past 2 weeks, like I've been giving too many people too many chances when they just don't give a damn.
Yeah. That's why my mentor taught me, say as little as possible to as many people as you can, as fast as you can. Do you guys realize the only reason I know that my mentor told me that? Because if I was willing to do that, I would see results. It's like throwing dart after dart after dart after dart, and then you get a bullseye, or you actually hit where you were aiming. It's like you mentally thought triple 20 and it went there. Then what's fun about that? Because now your confidence gets really, really high and you throw the next dart and it doesn't even stick in the board, it sticks in the wall. It's just, I think life is just so damn funny that way. But then your mind goes, oh, I got a little cocky. I thought I had this figured out. It's got to go back to consistency and discipline.
Absolutely. And that's what I think that
How
was what
many
happened.
how many people can I go through and just connect, and just because I used to have this saying, and I haven't said it in years. Matt will probably remember it, Craig, as I'm going, even a blind squirrel can find a nut every once in a while. Because if you're gonna eat, you just keep searching. So you got this, man. You got this. Yeah, stop talking to me.
I think the biggest problem, my biggest thing is the fear of going back to square one.
What is
Back
square
where
one? What is square one?
when I first started, that's been.
But if your fear is going back to square one, it's impossible to go back to square one. You just
You're
said
right.
something that's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
So you're worried and fear about going back there when that's impossible? So
I see what.
nothing but up for you, Kai. You have already figured out who you shouldn't be contacting. You should be a master at soon as you start seeing the bubbles come back. You go, I'm gonna have to block this asshole. Don't even give him a shot.
I've gotten to the point where when somebody befriends me and the first thing they do is puking their opportunity on me.
I don't know that people befriend me. I don't know when people block me. Have you ever fought, Kai? I'm not going to let you hit me. I'm going to hit you first. I never know when people block me because I blocked them already. My awareness is this high. And I'm like, hey, would you be interested in helping me? What is this? Bye. Click. Gone. They're like going, holy crap. Yeah, you said something stupid. See ya. Gone.
I definitely need to get the guts to do something like that.
What if I said something to you that hurt your feelings? You should get rid of me. Just be nice enough to yourself to say, as I learn this skill, I'm not going to allow people to make me feel bad for me learning to master this skill. So you're starting to work out and you're building your body, and some guy walks up to you and goes, you're lifting wrong. whatever. What it's like you spend too much time with people that are not interested. And it zaps your energy. It steals your imagination. The universe, have you ever heard of this, Kai? The universe keeps doing the same shit to you to teach you that lesson. You got to have rhino skin. And when someone doesn't react the way they're supposed to, you're too focused on never worrying about money again. You'll learn to talk to these assholes later. Maybe you can dream about one day as a super affiliate or a master affiliate that you go back to Facebook and you apologize to everyone you blocked. But for now, you can't let people steal your energy. When I was doing this stuff live, Kai, without the internet, people would freak out because they would make the wrong facial expression and I would turn around and walk off. Because I trust my instincts. So I'd look at them and go, hi. And they'd go, I go, whatever. And there's fucking 8 million billion people on this planet. And my mind went, they're not interested. Maybe something happened. Maybe they got their mind on something else. This is not the right time for them. And I just didn't take it personal. So you won't block people and walk away. When the internet didn't exist, I just walked away. Just, hey, this doesn't feel right. Gone. Walk up to another person. Gone. Walk up to another person. Get the right feeling. Take it a little further. It was like me, man. I had to get 70 people to watch this damn video. I'd have people get mad at me and go, I was just asking a question. I said, I was just asking a favor. So you don't want to help people. I don't have time to discuss with you. People just, and my friends and relatives thought I was a maniac, man. Hey, Rick, how are you? Great. Hey, can you do me a favor? What is this? Click. Serious. Rick calls me back. Did you just hang up on me? Yeah. Why? Click. Call me back. Dude, don't hang up on me. I go, are we friends? Yes or no? Yes, we're friends. Friends don't treat friends the way you're fucking treating me. What have I ever done wrong to you? Nothing. You want to try this over? Man, put people in their place. You don't have to be mean. But don't you, Kai, don't you know when people are asking certain questions? Don't you immediately know when someone's just being a jerk?
Oh yeah. I
You
grew
can
up
tell
around that.
immediately the way they're asking questions. So you walk up to a girl and say, you want to dance? And she goes, no. And I go, no. She goes, I don't want to dance. I said, no. I said, you look fat in those pants. Yeah, I used to be a little shorter than I. The drones that you're not looking for is like, listen, I just asked you to dance. You don't need to be a bitch.
I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I've never had a girl ask me. I mean, I've never had to ask a girl to dance or date or anything in my life. So I
well, with that body that you had, they were probably asking you.
more or less they were, but I didn't want them because I could smell their agenda a mile away.
So why can't you do that in this business?
That's exactly. All of a sudden, I had that epiphany. That's why I stayed quiet. All of a sudden,
Trust yourself, Kai. Trust yourself. Hey, I'm just reaching out to people to find out what their interest is. Would you be interested in helping me find people that are looking for a way to make money? What is this? Why are you interested? Well, it depends on what it is. I have a video that I need to share with you of my friend and business partner. Can you watch it right away? Sure. Let me know when you're done watching it. Do I follow up? I do not. I do not. Let me know when you're done watching it. And people go, well, should I wait for 6 minutes and then reach out to them? Oh. Yeah, turning over rocks to see where there's a gold piece. You know what I mean? Just flipping over rocks, man. Flipping cards. I love you, Kai.
Thank you so much, Robert. You're a godsend.
Yeah, anytime you need a pep talk, hey, put me on with one of these assholes.
I don't mind if you give me a bitch slap.
I like being coached that way. Jim Rohn was nicer to me. You know what I mean? I don't know why these people won't be interested. Sounds like a mystery to me. Why do you think I wouldn't take that class? What are you saying? I wouldn't focus on spending all my time and energy finding why I find people at the wrong time in their life. Yeah, but nothing. Don't take that class. Move on. But this is an incredible person. Doesn't sound to me like they're an incredible person. All right. So the same stuff that you say to me, you guys, I've said the same shit to my mentors. Don't you guys get it? This guy was a close friend of mine and he's really nice and he's done some other things for me. And he promised that he would show up. I must have did something wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. He's not the right person at this time. Might be a great person. Someone's not interested in watching a video. Move on. Love you, brother.
Thank you much, Robert.
You bet. Bye-bye.
I'm going to jump in here real quick with you and Kai. Kai, get your camera back on here a moment. Kai shared with me a couple days ago that he is involved with a competition coming up.
Oh, yeah.
And it's Mr. Health and Fitness. And if Kai is featured, it gets enough votes, he will be featured in Muscle and Fitness magazine, take home a prize package, and the public voting will begin on May 6th, starting at 1 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to put the link in the chat, and we're going to go ahead and follow up to try to promote it. So that's the link in the chat there, and I'm going to also post it up on YouTube. There it is. So Kai, let's do this.
Yeah.
We're behind you. All
Thank
right?
you so much. I mean, this would change. I mean, winning this would change so many things, especially for Molly's situation right now. It would be, it would ease a lot of things up for them.
Okay. So
we'll all band together and make it happen, Kai. We'll do our best.
that's
Thank you.
exactly right. Is there everybody got that? I put it in the chats. It'll be also in the description below the video as soon as we're done. So you have the opportunity to vote. And it's just that specific page. Very, very simple to go to. In fact, I will show you what the page looks like so you know that you are on the right page. There he is.
Nice.
So, yeah,
And voting starts on May 6th.
that's right. So that's Monday.
Let's post this also in the inner circle and the Imaginators.
Oh,
And
yes.
Ty was, if you can remind us to, if you guys can remind us when it is, so I know I forget stuff.
I'll try to remind you guys on the AMAs on Saturday.
Perfect.
Is that what it is?
The AMAs is on the 5th, and the voting starts on the 6th.
Actually, the AMA is on the 4th.
4th.
Imaginators on the 5th, voting on the 6th.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, Craig, you're not going to do that stupid joke, are you?
May the 4th be with you.
Actually, Peter and Linda beat us to it.
Oh my God.
Oh, very good, Peter and Linda.
Do you know how much I love Craig when someone says, well, it's 4th, and I go, May 4th, that's Craig. Craig. It's like,
But
I
May
love you,
5th,
brother. I love
it's
you,
not only
brother.
Cinco de Mayo, it's also May the 5th, May the 6th be with you.
Actually, that's on the 6th.
6th.
Yeah, Revenge of the 6th.
Yeah.
So it's May the 4th be with you, Cinco de Mayo, and Revenge of the 6th.
Revenge of the 6th.
All right. I'm guessing. Okay, let's get to Deb. Let's get to Deb. Thank you,
Nerds
guys.
of the world unite! Deb. Okay, Deb, go ahead. Open up and please share.
Okay, I know we're at the end of a long time, but I wanted to get the first time out of the way because I've been lurking in the shadows for the last month. And, the first time's always the hardest. So here it is, and we're done. And I just want you to know I've been in this MDC business for 5 years, and I'm an orphan. And I've been connected with Robert really from the beginning, but only been a part of this inner circle for a month. And I can't even tell you the amount that I appreciate all of you, the learning, the growing. I just have come off of a 10-year brick and mortar business that I built. I've been an entrepreneur for 40 years. And I had a coffee stand for 10. I lost my lease. So it was not a pleasant ending. And I've been kind of trying to get through that before I get to this next phase. And the energy and this community is getting me there faster than I anticipated. And I just love and appreciate all of you. And I just wanted to share that. And I know that I'm capable of this. And I've had these dreams in my head for a long time. And now I have the vehicle and the people that are going to help me get there.
Yes.
Love and appreciate all of you and what this energy and this community is going to do for all of us.
Deb, if you can run a brick and mortar business, this is like going to be stupid simple for you. Stupid simple. I'm going to help you. We're going to help you. Yeah. How many people did you talk to a day?
A lot. And
Running a coffee shop.
That. So I missed that. It was a drive-through, so it was a lot.
I'm going to show you how to do that on social media.
Thank you.
I love you. Thank you so much.
I love you guys too. You're amazing, Robert.
I'm glad that all of us together helped break your virginity. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I just need to get this over with. Today's the day. Let's just do this. So, yep. Thank you.
So I see you smiling and giggling and crying at the same time. So I'm glad that the emotional experience was good.
I'm a real I cry happy, sad, all the things. So yeah.
Oh my God. Welcome to the inner circle, and you and Ed, not being in the shadows anymore. You deserve. I can feel your energy, Deb. I can tell that people just love coming and getting coffee from you, and now you get to serve them in a different way.
That's right. That's right. So
awesome.
Thank you all.
You bet. What a perfect place to end. Deb, thank you so much. Everyone give Deb a hand. Deb, do we all got your social media links so we all can be friends with you?
I'll put those in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Deb, thank you.
Great.
Okay. Wow. What a great inner circle. Thank you, everybody who participated. Jody Falcon, Kelly Davis, Coach Bob, Lisa Marie, Rebecca Massica, Eddie Medina, welcome, a first timer. Same with you, Deb Carlson. Thank you so very much. Melody Riva, Kai, OMG. Love all the involvement. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you so all very, very, very much. What a great inner circle. If you want to save the chat, it'll be getting plugged in. We're all getting plugged in together. Exactly. And as Peter is saying, we're focusing on getting plugged in. There's the focus. Okay, from Robert. All right. All right, so if you want to save the chat information in Zoom, very simple. Click on the three dots that are next to the title of this Zoom in the meeting chat, and then click on Save Chat. It will download to your computer. Otherwise, all the information that's in that chat will be posted. They'll be available there, and then I have all the links that we've shared and some of the information that will be posted in the description below when you watch the replay on YouTube. So, and I got to give a big shout out to Matt Hollis. Matt, thank you so much for all of the contribution today, for being our executive producer and the foundation behind everything that we do, Robert. And of course, bless you, my friend. Thank you for being you. Our GPS to success. There it is. Double thumbs up. Love it. Love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, please be good to yourselves. Be cash. Bye-bye. And I will go ahead and open it up, asking everyone to unmute so we can all say so long together.
Goodbye, everyone.
So much.
guys.
Thanks, Robert. Love you guys.
See you later,
Yeah,
everybody.
Matt.
Amazing job today, Dad.
Hey, Kevin,
Great.
how you
Thank you
doing?
guys so much.
Those are amazing. Thank
Hi,
you.
Shauna.
Thank
Peter
you,
and Linda,
everybody.
Coach Bob, Deb, love ya.
Thank you. Love you.
Eric Markman.
Bye. Love and appreciate you, Melody.
Love you guys.
Thanks, Eric.
Melody,
Thank you,
love
Melody.
Bye-bye.
Peter and Linda, Bob, Bill, Deb.
Matt, Craig. Love you guys. Take care.
Thank you,
Guys.
Robert, Matthew, Craig.